Am I the asshole for calling my husband out on his generosity? My husband, 43 male, and I, 43 female, are frequent shoppers at a boutique where we've had the same personal shopper for the past few months. She texts my husband pretty regularly when new merchandise comes in that she thinks I'll like and is absolutely sweet and helpful. Wow, a personal shopper.
Yeah, what's that like?
Wow. Yesterday, while we were in the area, my husband decided we should just stop in the store and see if there's anything I liked. I picked out a pair of shoes, knowing that it was all I needed. He, however, honed in on a few more items. Needless to say, what should have been a quick stop in the store was a bit longer and ended with him telling her how amazing she was. On the way out, the store manager, whom I've never met, stopped my husband to greet him and ask to be introduced to me. During that time, the district manager was also with her. So my husband took this opportunity to praise our personal shopper to the two women, talking about how amazing she is, just really laying it on thick. Now here's where I have a problem. Later that night, I was going through his phone to look for pictures of my daughter. It was late at night. I noticed a text pop up from our personal shopper saying, "Oh, you don't have to do that." When I clicked on the text, I saw my husband was again praising her, and in the text offered to buy her a plane ticket across the country because she had mentioned earlier she was hoping to see a relative there. Even though the personal shopper refused, he kept insisting he wanted to do it for her. A few hours later, I commented to him, "Hey, can I see what personal shopper texted you earlier before we came into the store? I want to see if she sent pics of the same products we viewed today." He said okay, but hesitated to hand me his phone. When he did, I noticed the whole thread of him offering to buy her a plane ticket was deleted. So I confronted him on it, and I said I saw it, so why was he holding it back from me? I pointed out omission is the same as lying. He said he just wants to be generous and thank her for all that she does, and knew that I would probably say no. I pointed out that the thank you was us giving her our repeated business and being her loyal customer. I deemed this offer as completely inappropriate and even a little propositional in nature. When I was a server in college, I had a regular give me a small gift, but always refused because my husband, then boyfriend, got mad and said the regular was likely interested in me. I never got anything as extravagant as a plane ticket though. Am I the asshole? He thinks of it as an innocent gift, whereas I disagree. Something's fishy here.
It's a little suspicious if you ask me.
I don't like it.
I don't like texts being deleted.
I don't like husbands buying gifts for single women.
I want to know how much daddy makes buying plane tickets for the personal shopper. What? Also, that's
So
that should be like a couple's decision together if they're going to do that.
Yes.
That's like, I mean, maybe they got the money to throw around, but...
Yeah. If anything, if this was actually his intention and he was completely faithful to his wife and he was like, "Oh, this is a nice girl. She works hard. She's always nice. She really needs help to get to her family's thing," and money ain't a thing, which it kind of sounds like it's not.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he say to his wife, "Hey, I was thinking she does so much for us. She always helps us. Do you think we could give her money as a gift, or like a gift card or something as a gift, or even a check?" I don't know. Or even like at Christmas, I feel like there's a way to do this and be like, "Hey, I know you mentioned this. This is a thank you. Have so much fun." You don't need to be privately texting "Oh, let me make the transaction and buy the plane ticket for you." Something weird.
Yeah. Or even say our points or something that we earn on the credit card. Why don't we book her flight for her? She really wants to see her family. Something like that.
Yeah.
I just think it's so suspicious that he deleted those texts.
Yes.
That is not...
No. And then when the wife asked him about it, he's like, "Well, I knew you would say no. So then why are you doing it? Whose money is it?" That brings up where if one of these people is the breadwinner and you're married, you're kind of agreeing that this money is your money, not just one person's. It's together, the couple's money. But then if they each have personal spending amounts, if he really wants to give a gift, I think he should be honest about it, but it should also come from just his side of the spending limits or whatever. Even if it is his salary and he's the breadwinner, it still is her money if they have a daughter together, even if she doesn't have a job. So I don't like it.
No, me either. And it sounds like OP, maybe in the comments there's follow-ups, but it sounds like she didn't mention anything about cheating or him being interested. Really, that doesn't seem to be a thought to her. But for me, it's he's just being a little maybe too generous for my liking with this personal shopper of his. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't like it at all.
I don't like it.
And if he had good intentions, he would be able to tell his wife the intentions. Like if we're talking like Hermes, I think they have personal shoppers or not even personal shoppers, but sales associates that will give you like the exclusive, like first dibs on an exclusive limited edition thing. So if you're really trying to woo this sales associate and then get first dibs at this stuff, your wife should also know about that. Like if that's the intention or the thank you, like you and your wife shop there together. Like all of these decisions should be made together. It's just so bizarre. Everyone voted not the asshole. The top comment was not the asshole. He knows he's doing something weird because he deleted the text. Also, that poor shopper being pressured with an extravagant gift. Your husband is being gross. Yeah. Ooh, someone said, I wonder what else was deleted that OP didn't see beforehand.
Oh, yeah, that's true too.
Yeah. Ew. What would you do next?
I'd be finding a new favorite store to shop at, and same for him. I think I would have to have a real serious conversation.
Yeah.
And like raise why this is concerning to me.
Right.
You know?
I think a very, very open and honest conversation, maybe in a few days, like after this first happened, where you like come prepared in a calm manner with all your points and let him respond. And I also feel like, we have to cut off the personal shopper. And then I was thinking about the idea of like trust being earned recently. And it's like, oh, do you not trust your husband to keep shopping in this store? And it's like, well, you don't automatically just trust someone. Like they have to earn the trust. And I feel like what he now needs to do to earn the trust back is never talk to this woman again. And if he can't do that, then trust is being broken and this is no longer a completely healthy relationship.
Yeah, and it's hard too because obviously like I'm sure that she has a relationship with the personal shopper herself as well.
Oh yeah.
So like obviously like you don't want to like be like, oh, well, like we're not going to be your clients anymore, even after she's like been really good to them, it sounds, for the last couple of years. So I would maybe try to have a conversation first with him and like raise like, this is why I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like you should have asked me. We could have had a conversation about this. We're supposed to be a team. Kind of go from that perspective, but it would be hard for me to trust.
Right.
You know,
that's a good point because I didn't think about that. This girl really did nothing wrong. She's just being approached by one of her clients. So I guess it would kind of be unfair to her for this couple to just fully stop working with her because the husband made a mistake.
Right. Like it could be like, you know, the case that we've heard before a lot, like a creepy man, you know, like, I don't know if I don't want to say that he's like preying on her or anything like that because that's like a pretty harsh accusation, but it sounds like he's a little overly generous. Yeah. Just like OP had written.
Right. I don't like it.
I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all, one bit.
Ew, he's so weird. It's just like creepy.
Yeah, I don't think his wife is in the wrong.
Yeah. Also, I just think that there's a balance and a line when it comes to business and personal relationships. And I know that sometimes those lines get crossed and it's fine. But if this is your client, I feel like it almost is weird for them to be like, let me book you a plane ticket. Like, if anything, I'm thinking from personal experience, if it was one of my clients and we were just talking openly in the process, maybe before or after working together, and I'm like, yeah, I really want to, you know, make it out to California, visit my family. I wouldn't find it completely weird if they were like, as a thank you. I mean, it would be insanely generous and I would never expect it, but I'm just saying, like, if one of my wonderful clients were to say this to me, I wouldn't want to accept it, but I wouldn't find it weird. If they were like, oh, well, that's not even that much, like, we'd love to gift it to you as a thank you, I would definitely be like, oh my God, no, like, you do not have to do that, and that's not why I was telling you, like, that's too much. But I wouldn't automatically think that they were creepy. I would just be like, maybe they're very wealthy and they are very kind and want to give back, and like, I don't know. So I feel like it's not always weird to cross those lines, but at the same time, it's like, if you really want to give her a gift, just don't. It's just like weird that the husband is choosing this like really personal matter to get involved in. If anything, give her like a little bit of a bonus and be like, you just use that for whatever you need. Yeah,
I was thinking that too. It's also weird, I think, that he's singing her so much praise or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just that, but like he was texting her again saying like, oh, you're like so good, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't know. It seems like to me, it seems like there's another motivation for it. You know what I mean? In the way that OP had written it sounded like they already like really hyped her up to like they're her manager and things like that.
Right.
So then she had said like, why was he texting her again about that too?
Yeah. And I just think that everything should be coming from like a team aspect. Like if this guy really did feel that way, which, maybe he does. Maybe he is just very generous and also honest. But if that was the case, shouldn't it be like a group text with the wife and the shopper and they make this decision together? I just think that's the most honest way to go. And something's up.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Me neither. You're shady.
I'm curious about the comments.
OP said that the personal shopper is probably in her 20s, a gorgeous blonde, real bubbly. My husband is a looker, very distinguishing looking. Oh, what a distinguished gentleman. But he's always expressed that he was ugly growing up, so I know this is an insecurity. Oh.
Here's the layers. It's like peeling back the onion.
Yeah. OP said we have multiple businesses, one of them being which he is partner of a niche law firm. So wealthy is speculative here, I guess. Okay. What does that mean?
Sounds pretty wealthy to me.
Yeah, like she wants to be like, we're wealthy, but we're not the richest people in the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're wealthy enough to put a flight on whatever credit card or pay cash and your wife not notice it maybe.
True.
Also
wealthy enough to have a personal shopper. I feel like just that's a standard that many people in life are not at that level.
I can't even afford Stitch Fix, so I mean, I'm not getting an in-person personal shopper.
Personal shopper. I'm like, whew, okay.
That'd be nice, though.
Yeah, could you imagine? No, I can't. Well, I could only. I heard this girl say, it's weird when you say, I can't imagine that, because it's like actually the only possible thing you could do is imagine.
Right.
But no, there are things you can't imagine. Anyway, that's irrelevant. Every single comment is not the asshole.
Okay.
Someone said, I have no clue what kind of phone boundaries you have with your husband. However, it doesn't change the fact that you happen to see it. You brought it up because something wasn't right and he hid that from you. I've been in retail and helped my fair share of people. I've even been rewarded from things as small as a Coke to as big as a lunch or $20. But a plane ticket can cost hundreds of dollars and seems a little exorbitant in nature. OP said, we have a completely open phone policy with each other, which is why I was able to go on and look for photos. But now I'm starting to question what else he possibly deleted in the past and present. Oh, this is so sad. Yeah, I think it starts with a conversation, but I don't even know if she wants to know the answer.
Yeah, it's definitely conversation needs to be had.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I'm not the only one whose like brain went that direction with it. You know what I mean? That's immediately what I thought. Like, yeah, there's other, like, because that could be something small, considered small to him.
True.
I don't know.
Very sketchy.